Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general weekend check-in for the collective. This reading is not sign specific, but I will call it zodiac signs that I feel need mentioning throughout the card part of the reading. We're going to jump in with some astrology aspects. We're going to talk about that first. We've got some very potent, intense energy coming through this weekend. We have the Aries full moon on Sunday, and so all of these intense energies have been building for this release. So today, on Friday, October the 7th, we do have the Sun in Libra opposing Chiron in Aries, and so a we versus me energy. And so a lot of self-identity wounds are coming up. We can't keep moving away from the pain. We can't keep masking the pain and avoiding the pain, avoiding being emotionally vulnerable. And so, and we also cannot keep projecting our issues onto other people. And so any Chiron transits to the Sun to uncover our deep-seated wounds and our fears regarding our ego, our self-identity, and our life path. And so we can't progress if we don't discover our weaknesses that are in our foundation of our identity. We have to go into these insecurities, into these fears, into these perceived failures, and we have to handle all of these unresolved issues if we are to uncover our sense of purpose. So I feel a lot of issues surrounding father wounding and mother wounding that have had a negative effect on our identity are coming up. And this creates negative cycles within our adult relationships, especially with the opposite sex. And so independence is being questioned, right? And so I want to say, look for where Leo falls in your natal chart. I know the Sun is in Libra, but the Sun does rule Leo energy. And so all areas of your life that are directly affected by Leo are going to be directly affected by this transit today. And so where do you have Leo in the housing side of your chart? Because I feel spiritual initiations, there's going to be karmic circumstances coming up that will weaken your ego, and it can feel very threatening. It can feel very threatening to your self-identity. And so we're needing to find the courage to go into this wounding. I think surprise exposure. I also feel abrupt endings. And I feel get ready to come face to face with these patterns, fact to face with these patterns, these relationship patterns that have kept repeating in your life over and over again. Especially when it comes to maybe a father wound, addictions, codependency issues, relationships that leave you feeling insecure. They have to be dealt with is what I'm feeling. Any addictions or unhealthy patterns that keep undermining you on your journey, they're going to have to be dealt with. And many are going to have to be dealing with their wounded pride and ego in the energies this weekend. And this transit does bring forward teachers. A teacher is likely going to come into your life in some shape, form, or manner. And so this person isn't going to just walk into your life and be like, I'm your teacher. I'm going to teach you a lesson. That's not how it works, right? And so it's also this energy of maybe somebody offering you advice, but don't follow blindly somebody's advice. We're here to follow our intuitive advice, right? Because when we're feeling weakened by resentment or bitterness, or maybe weakened because, oh my God, I didn't stand up for myself, that's when we play into these karmic bondage connections, right? And we're bound to something unhealthy. And we can't break free until we open ourselves up to this new perspective on our lives. And so don't fall into this victim role, this victim mentality. We create our reality. Nobody is to blame for anything you've created in your life but you. Nobody is coming to save us. You have to save yourself. And so all is being uncovered where we have leaked our power away. There's going to be a major decision being made when it comes to something not looking or feeling good in your life anymore. And so with these Chiron transits, it's very common that you're going to deal with others doubting your character or you doubting your own character, feeling like you're forced into a position of defending yourself or proving yourself. And so most people react, right? Project, deflect, react. And so this isn't going to help with eliminating these issues. And so eventually we all got to learn to meet our maker. We all got to stand in front of the mirror, and we got to learn to stand up for ourselves and stop falling into these patterns where we just suck it up and take it, right? And so get ready to take a step back. All I got to say is your character will always, always speak for itself. We're not here to earn respect. Let your character speak for itself. If you have self-respect, that's what it's truly about in this energy. And so with Pluto going direct tomorrow, all of this internal positive transformation that's been taking place is going to lead to, like, I just want to say, a big boom. If you've been doing the evolution journey, the soul journey, the spiritual growth path, and you've been working on eliminating these bad habits and these obsessions, I think a positive transformation with your social and love life is possible, and fortunate turns of events. We do have positive aspects to Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter. Mercury's communication, Venus is love and finances, and Jupiter is finances, luck, and expansion. And so get ready to receive your blessings if you've been doing the work. We've been going through this retrograde for about the last 5 months. And this retrograde was in opposition to the sun. And so all of these inner planets have been a part of this transition, and Pluto retrograde is always a time of reflection. Because it's an outer generational planet, it is about these generational wounds, right? And so, you know, dealing with control issues, reflecting on power and control issues, whether you've controlled and manipulated another, or somebody has controlled and manipulated you. And this is the time to let these people go, to let these situations go once and for all. If you've been dealing with somebody power tripping, cut that cord, eliminate them out of your life. There's going to be a lot of fated events this weekend when it comes to these repeated relationship themes of the past that are going to reinforce what needs to be released when it comes to controlling habits and tendencies, negative obsessive compulsions, addictions, or anything that needs to be eliminated, any wasteful energy. And so I also feel with Pluto, it deals with suspicion, secrets, and taking control so we can get back on this pathway of spiritual evolution. And so there's going to be a lot of extreme exposure. We're going to want to connect with our spirit guides and our ancestors because they've endured a lot of these karmic cycles, right? And they've been expressed within our DNA, within our genes. And so we have to destroy all of this. That doesn't work anymore, right? Nobody should ever have control over you, and you shouldn't want to control another. We're really not in control. And so when we surrender and release control, then we can harness our spiritual power and we can lead the pathway of personal mastery moving forward, right? And so this full moon in Aries is coming in with a vengeance. It's going to be at 16 degrees. That's tower energy. The moon is falling in the second house of Aries, which is all about self-worth, self-value at 14 degrees 22. Self-mastery, breaking these chains. And the sun is going to be in the first house of Libra at 14 degrees 22. And so it's this opposition of me versus we. And so this full moon is urging us to find a balance between meeting our own personal needs and attending to the needs of perhaps a significant other. We can't have an imbalance there, right? Then it will lead to over-independence or extreme codependencies within these companionships, right? And so the sun is illuminating any inequality in our lives, any injustices. And the Aries moon is valuing our authenticity and is energizing these independent efforts. And so this full moon is going to illuminate a lot of conflict between those two energies. It's all about relationships. And when we neglect either end of the spectrum, this backfires on us, right? It's like, it's not going to be good if we've been neglecting this balance. And so a lot of emotional purging, I feel, a lot of conflict when it comes to some illumination in our own personal lives, however that is going to work out for you. New feelings and revelations, a lot of emotions coming to the surface. Chiron deals with that wounded healer, right? We all have a Chiron, we all have a wounded healer. And so we have to allow these emotions to birth and burst forth into our consciousness if we are to let all of this negativity out of our system, I keep touching my elephant here. So the elephant does harbor a lot of wisdom, a long spiritual pilgrimage journey, right? And so you're going to want to exercise some care, because I think a lot of people are going to be very irrational. Aries is fiery, passionate energy. I feel a lot of sacred rage boiling to the surface. And with the sun forming an alignment with Venus and a trine to Saturn, this is really going to motivate us, right? This is really going to motivate us, and it's going to allow us to fight for our rights, is what I'm feeling, to step into being those wise sages. And so get ready to be reminded where you have been dishonoring yourself in your close relationships, what it is you need to do to step into some leadership qualities and to begin something new. Initiations, I kept hearing, initiations. And so this full moon is really going to affect the cardinal signs. So Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn most significantly. So you're going to want to see where that's in your natal chart. But this full moon is bringing forward an opportunity to release these toxic situations, people, places, and things, and to gain that wise insight. But it's going to come with its challenges, right? You're going to have to learn how to embrace this sacred rage, to unleash that beast. And you're going to have to learn to surrender to the process. And so I do feel with the full moon conjunct the wounded healer, we're going to have to face these triggers. We're going to have to face these insecurities, our shortcomings. And we're going to have to be brave when it comes to being open-hearted and emotionally vulnerable with people. We can't fully connect with another if we're not emotionally vulnerable. So there's going to be a lot of brash, aggressive communication. You're going to want to protect yourself. I think a lot of people are going to be hurt. There's a lot of criticism, and it's going to feel like being attacked. And so self-love is the key. When we move into more self-love, that is when we can truly have love for another. And so I feel this is all about balance of healthy assertion, balance of compromise. We can't always have it our way. We cannot have it our way all the time. We are not the center of the universe, although you are the center of your own universe. But we're all done playing with others, right? Why do you want a relationship that's just a plaything? We can't hold on to those false, shallow relationships any further. And so relationship healing is what this full moon is all about. And a lot of relationships are going to be falling away permanently. And we're going to need to trust that this is part of the healing process. And so letting go is never easy. Saying goodbye is never easy, not for anybody. Whether you're the one doing the releasing or you're the one being released, it still hurts, right? It always hurts to hurt somebody, and it does hurt being hurt. And so this is what this lunation is here to teach us about, to ask ourselves, what is this relationship all about? What am I here to learn from this relationship? Does it serve my highest growth? Am I allowing the other to grow within this relationship? Are we teaching each other our most authentic, independent self-expression? I think that's a question to ask yourself. So Chiron has the ability to not only tear open the wound, but when we tear open the wound, then we can fix it. We can't fix nothing if we're not willing to look at it, right? And then it gets all infected. And then it just keeps spiraling out of control. And so it is through this rebirth by fire we can revise and refine who we are and emerge as the true hero of our life. And so how can you harness the archetype of Aries energy? How can you navigate through these fiery waters of this full moon? Many of us are healers, or therapists, or coaches, are, here to live a service-based life. And so I feel with Mars ruling this lunation, and Mars currently in the shadow phase of the pre-retrograde, this buildup of backwards energy is being projected. So what do you need to release? What do you need to bring to completion in order to overcome all of these frustrations boiling to the surface? Where do you need to trust in your instincts? Because that's going to be crucial. With Mars in an applying square to Neptune, I think Aries is known for honesty, forthrightness, and for getting to the point, cutting to the chase. I'm a Mercury in Aries, and let me tell you, I am honest to a fault. I'm very forthright. I'm very blunt. And let's face it, the truth hurts. People stay in false foundations because a lie is comfortable, and the truth hurts. And so if we can all collectively tap into this energy and conduct ourselves from a place of absolute integrity, then we're gonna be able to avoid these pitfalls and these delusional romantic relationships. And so Neptune is often a deceptive energy. And so with Mars trine Saturn, we're finding our discipline, we're restructuring our lives, and we're breaking free from these romantic delusions. And I keep hearing karma, karma, karma. Get ready for karma to be served, whatever it is you deserve. Karma goes both ways, right? Karma and dharma. And so the Lord of Karma is coming forward. And if you've been out of line, get ready for a wake-up call in order to integrate these lessons once and for all. So let's jump in with some cards. I'm going to pull with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck today. Incoming messages, your authentic voice. Well, look at that. There's messages coming in of significant importance. Maybe you've not been expecting this, but I think this is truth. Somebody's activating their throat chakra, removing blocks, and learning to openly and honestly express themselves. So a lot of emotional declarations, whether this is passionate love or hate, you are protected. So don't be afraid to speak your truth. You are protected. There is also a need to protect your energy, your emotions, and to practice those firm boundaries. That's a big part of self-love and self-care. So I'm going to get 3 cards with this deck, guys, and then we're going to get some Illumination Oracle deck, a rediscovery. Get ready to peel back some layers of a situation. Get ready to see something in a whole new light. Liberation. I love it. Energy cords, incoming messages, breakthrough. We're on the precipice of these breakthroughs, right? And so get ready to break the chains of addiction, the chains of these codependent, toxic, restricting, limiting relationships. And freedom does begin with a choice. We have to choose to recognize the pattern, to break the chains. And so get ready to cut some cords. Get ready to clear a lot of things out of your life, especially when it comes to unhealthy attachments, some past painful memories, unhealthy habits. This is a huge release for a renewal, and there is messages coming. So these could be messages from your higher self, your angelic team. This could be a message from somebody that owes you an apology. There's going to be a breakthrough. Somebody has been working very hard to persevere through some challenges. And somebody I feel is going to have some major upheaval in their life in order for a recovery of some sort so they can find their truth. So let's see what needs to come through with the Illumination Oracle deck. Yeah, get ready for an accusation. And maybe this accusation is truth. You're going to have to deal with self-worth and inadequacy issues. And this might be like going head-to-head with somebody. I do feel a lot of aggressive, combative communication. And this is where we crumple up these old versions of who we are, right? So we'll get 3 more cards with this deck. And then we're going to jump in with the tarot, guys, to see what main messages and energies need to come through for the weekend ahead. So ask for guidance. Big changes coming. It's time to take that risk, to take that leap of faith. Somebody's drawn to maybe send a message, drawn to maybe correct some past actions, and maybe drawn to bring forward a message like, hey, that relationship I was in, it's over. Somebody I feel has been hiding the truth of an ending here, maybe struggling financially. Definitely somebody's been wearing a mask, going through a renewal of some sort. And I feel they've been withholding communication. This might be between the full moon and the new moon eclipse in Scorpio. There's going to be a lot eclipsed out of our lives over the coming weeks. So get ready for some big changes. And you might want to seek out some guidance, but you're going to want to use your discernment. Not everybody has your best interests at heart, and this might require taking a risk and a leap of faith. Or maybe somebody took a risk, took a gamble, and went in the wrong direction, and now they've got to maybe come in and ask for some forgiveness. It could go either way. So let's jump in with the tarot and see what needs to come through. We'll do a 9-card spread. Wow. Incoming messages with the 8 of Wands. So there's going to be a lot going on, a lot of stresses caused, unexpected events and shakeups bringing rapid changes and a lot of communication. Then we get the 3 of Swords. So get ready to deal with some deep-seated wounding, some great sadness. And we can't let go of the past until we feel this, right? And personal growth always comes from facing these challenges, not from ignoring them. And so get ready to receive a message from somebody from the past that wants to heal a misunderstanding. Maybe somebody that abandoned you in your time of need. But a lot of wounding. I wasn't ready. Look at that. 2 of Wands reversed. The wait is over. Somebody's getting the rug pulled out from under them. They partnered with somebody that did not share the same dreams as them, and they've been blocked from moving forward. But there's this energy of needing to expand. So that's a separate message, and we're going to clarify that deeper separately. But let's do 9 cards, guys, and see what needs to come through for the weekend check-in. Renewal reversed. 6 of Pentacles reversed. 8 of Cups. There is a situation coming to a close. There is no more renewing this. It was a bad judgment call. This is bad karma playing out for a poor judgment call. There's a lack of forgiveness here. There's definitely an imbalance. Somebody here made an unwise choice. There's some karmic debt getting paid off. Somebody has known in their heart of hearts what they need to do, and they've not been willing to balance these scales. And there's a need to move on from a very imbalanced situation here. Awakening. Pisces energy. There's that unfounded fear. And 10 of Swords. A finality, a final ending. Something is coming to a close, and we're releasing all of these dramatic, conflicting situations where there's no harmony, there's no more working together. This could be somebody's reputation getting ruined. And there's my cowardly lion. Somebody's dealing with some wounded pride and ego. And look at that, 5 of Cups. Somebody's grieving over a missed opportunity with an Empress, with a Divine Feminine. It's time to take action. Wow. So within the next 9 days, there's going to be a refocusing. And maybe this transformation is going to be taking place over the next 9 months while Mars is in Gemini. There's somebody here losing sleep. Their fears growing out of proportion. Worry, stress, anxiety, guilt, shame. Unfounded fear, expecting the worst when it comes to maybe getting a weight off their shoulders when it comes to a past betrayal. I feel somebody was walked away from in the past, likely this Empress. And there's been a lack of forgiveness. Somebody here is definitely over-romanticizing how things used to be. Somebody from the past is returning. I feel wanting a reconciliation. Now, whether you take this person back or not, that's going to be up to you. I think there's going to be a reviewing of something that happened in the past where forgiveness is needed. I just want to say it's kind of time to head in a new direction. We're not going back to the past. We're going forward. And there is going to be a karmic rebalancing here. Somebody, I feel, you know, took, and they didn't give anything back. There's a lack of reciprocity here. There's a lack of equality. There's something being made right. And then we get the 8 of Cups. So it's kind of time to go on these spiritual quests, these spiritual pilgrimages, right? Somebody wants more from life than what they've been experiencing, but they need to change their priorities. They need to get a wake-up call. Somebody's getting a wake-up call. Maybe it's a Pisces, to see things in a whole new light. So reflecting on a conflicting, combative situation where there's no harmony, there's no sense of unity, no sense of community. I don't work well with this person, and somebody's been sitting in their wounded pride and ego, maybe not wanting to admit that they made a mistake, dealing with a melodramatic situation. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to play into all of this drama? Walk away from the drama. Take a look at this at face value. I feel somebody's reputation is going down the tubes in the energy because they did not come from a place of integrity, and they were dealing with a Divine Feminine. They were dealing with an Empress, and so they didn't stand up for this Empress, and I feel now they're getting the rug pulled out from under them. So let's take a look at the 8 of Cups, because somebody's leaving a home life behind. Somebody's walking away from a confusing situation, a delusion of some sort that they've resisted bringing to completion because they felt foolish. They've been holding on to something that's not their wish fulfillment. They feel foolish because they did walk away from wish fulfillment. Aries energy. There's a lot of fear about stepping into a new cycle in love. There's fear about this ending. This is part of your spiritual transformation. We don't give up on people, right? And somebody's been holding somebody back. There's a need to release this situation. There's a need to bring this to completion because it's only preventing a brand new beginning. I also feel addictions here. And somebody's getting ready to break free from this entrapped situation. They've been in an illusion. They've lacked confidence, that's for sure. Leo. They've lacked the ability to take responsibility for their life and to do the right thing. And I think the party's over. The cancellation of an engagement. No more working together. Somebody came between two very enlightened people that I feel were meant to be together. Somebody's not learning their lesson. There's no success. There's no accomplishment. They've been fighting this spiritual enlightenment journey nail and tooth. And you're going to have to release that wounded pride and ego if you want to step into accomplishment and freedom. And so somebody made a bad choice. They chose another lover, and it was not a decision from the heart. I think it was an ego-based decision, maybe to cause this Empress some pain. And she's about to give birth to her dreams. I think everybody that wounded her is going to see her rise, is going to see her, you know, have everything that she has ever deserved. And somebody was a master manipulator in the past. So the world reversed is something coming back around so you can master this lesson too. And you can be free to go your own way. So let's see what this awakening is all about. A transformation. Two of Cups, Nine of Wands, there's that wounded healer. So somebody, I feel, didn't know their worth and their value, and they've been going through a significant life experience with the Queen of Coins in reverse, likely a karmic energy who was materialistic, greedy, not generous, not practical, very ungrounded, and somebody is getting prepared to release this negative life experience. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. An unexpected revelation that will break somebody free that I feel has been clinging to control for the money. It was all about the money, and you're going to want to be careful how you proceed. This was based in an old belief system. There's going to be some big life changes, and somebody's seeing a connection in a whole new light. I also feel this energy of somebody's been clinging to control, trying to prevent somebody from going towards a spiritual union. There's going to be the resurgence of somebody from the past that needs forgiveness because they've been going through challenge after challenge after challenge. And I feel this energy of exchanging something lesser for something better because Cupid's arrow has struck. This is a divinely guided spiritual connection coming through, and somebody's getting a major wake-up call. And I think they're afraid to face the past because I feel they deeply betrayed somebody, likely this Empress, Taurus, Libra. And they're losing sleep. They've carried this burden for a long time, but if they want relief, they're going to have to speak some truth. The 10 leads to the ace, and the ace is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God, so help me Jesus. Let's see what this conflict was, because I don't know, man. I feel somebody's getting this ripped right out of their life if they don't choose to make a better decision. They were fighting over money. Fighting over money. We got a King of Coins up right now. Fighting over money. Well, isn't that the cat's ass, eh? Fighting over money. You can always rebuild, right? I feel, yeah, there was somebody in a situation likely having to maybe financially support somebody else. I'm not sure. There's that Three of Swords. It's time to heal these past misunderstandings. We cannot let go of the past if we don't, you know, face it, understand the lesson. That same lesson's going to keep coming back around time and time again with a different face until we learn this lesson. No more third-party bullshit is what I just heard. No more third-party bullshit. And so there's a masculine taking action. He's all done with this drama queen. He's taking a new sensible approach, and he's coming in with a solid offer, a passionate offer, taking a leadership role because he knows it's time to take action. He knows it's time to heal this misunderstanding. He was not there for this Empress in her time of need. He's going through a period of personal growth from these conflicting challenges and outside opposing opinions, and he's about ready to step into the spotlight and speak up. I think somebody's been super criticized by somebody that didn't know their worth and their value, and they've been projecting that onto this person because this person's grounded, stable, passionate, driven to take action. He does the right thing. He's a leader, right? coming in wanting to build a foundation and to heal a past misunderstanding. Like maybe he doesn't got a pot to piss in, I'm not sure, but there's a major realignment. This person in the past was not committed, was disloyal. There could have been a cheating scenario when it comes to making an unwise choice in lovers. And they're going through recovery. They did not make a decision from the heart. They made a decision from their ego. And I think the only person they hurt was themselves. So let's clarify the Two of Wands in reverse, because there's been a lack of taking these bold steps forward. And they're getting ready, I feel, to stand up for what they believe in. Yeah, and they're coming right for this Empress. And I think they're hoping she's still single. So I think somebody's been doing a lot of self-reflection, going within, learning a lesson, facing all kinds of challenges, power struggles, maybe being controlled by somebody because of the money, and they've not been willing to stand up for themselves and what they believe in. And I feel somebody is going through a lot of self-discovery when it comes to looking at somebody who's worked hard to build a solid foundation. Things are going to move forward very quickly with this Aries full moon. The end of delays, a fresh new start, sudden unexpected progress. And no matter how this change comes in, it is going to be positive. So you're going to have to work through your fears. You're going to have to pay attention to the signs, breaking free from an illusion of some sort. There's going to be a revelation when it comes to an unrequited love situation that's no longer working. That will lead to a brand new beginning. Pisces energy. Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, strong Leo. So pay attention to where Leo is in your chart. We've got an Empress here that is stepping into abundance. She did a lot of work when it comes to releasing some past pain, and I feel somebody here has a lot of regret over a very unjust situation. And they're going to stand up for what they believe in now. Now they want to come in with some integrity is what I'm feeling. So let's get a couple last messages, guys. This full moon is going to bring revelations that will make everything crystal clear as part of your transformation and releasing of these old belief systems. So get ready to organize your headspace and get ready to align to inner wholeness. So somebody here has been stagnating. Something is getting spun out of control. There's going to be an existential crisis or life dilemma here in order for somebody to realize this lesson of being stuck. This full moon is the time where this energy is shifting in order to make these things happen. And so you're going to want to organize your headspace. Somebody here needs breathing room in a very controlling situation. And I feel get ready for your spiritual path to be illuminated. We're now chasing enlightenment. We're not chasing every little shiny karmic object out there, right? And things are going to be crystal clear. Judgment energy, judgment. Somebody is elevating. They're tapping into the vastness of their human consciousness. And they know exactly where it is they need to go, but they haven't wanted to go there yet. And so the universe is bringing in an existential crisis or dilemma in order to get somebody back on track because somebody's life is a train wreck. There's going to be a clean slate new beginning. But you're going to want to use your discernment. You're going to want to stay focused on exactly what it is you want to bring into your life. And you're going to have to break free from this never-ending onslaught of people-pleasing and meeting everybody's requests. Is that really serving you? I feel a metaphysical connection here where the two of you are occult experts is what I'm feeling. And I do feel a higher level of commitment with the diamond. So it could be dealing with somebody born in April. You think of a diamond, it doesn't get all shiny and bright unless it's put in this pressure cooker energy. And so a clearing of this spiritual cloud cover. Maybe somebody wants to come in with some bling bling, but I feel something's been icy cold for a while. Intentions were not clear, and now somebody's cutting through the darkness, and something is going to be seen in front of everybody when it comes to owning some past baggage. So maybe somebody was brainwashed in the wrong direction, led astray, and they, you know, maybe they got lost in a very karmic relationship, and this relationship really has been dragging them down to the gutter. But we all have the ability to rule our own lives. So get ready to see clearly your path forward. Get ready to break free from the limitations that the mind has put in front of you and to clear away doubt. We have to surrender to the will of the universe, because the will of the universe is playing out this weekend, guys, and that's kind of what I got. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, please feel free to check out that description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.